So what is your Superwoman story?
So my Superwoman story is being everything that I desired to be as a little girl, just making my inner child happy. There was a lot in my childhood that I experienced that growing up and becoming an adult, the process is a lot of unlearning and relearning. And that goes in all aspects, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, just bettering myself and being a woman that I am because of what I wasn't taught versus what I was taught. And the mother that I am, the worker that I am, the social worker, yeah.
So what made you want to become a social worker?
So I wanted to become a social worker because my grandmother did foster a lot of foster children, and I think out of curiosity, just seeing how the social workers for the foster children that my grandmother raised came in and saved them, and that was my motivation to become a social worker.
So it's like you became what you needed growing up, and some people don't realize that healing a lot of the times start with helping others in the point that you wish that you had help. So when was the moment that it switched from external helping to internal helping?
So I would say most recently, really, with me being 29 years old and being a millennial in today's climate, I think I just learned the importance of having me together first before helping others. When I was younger, it was more about what can I do for others. You don't know your self-worth. Just like when we look at self-love, that's something we don't identify. We allow other people to love us on our own terms, and setting those standards and boundaries for myself that allowed me to know the importance of the internal versus the external and working on me, because you can't help others as much as you think until you help yourself first.
So you were sharing that you are a mom, and with some of the challenges that you had in your childhood, how did that impact your ability to show up as a mother?
So I think when I look at my childhood and what I lacked, I learned love language and how important that is even for children. I learned how choices were important for children, something that I didn't have, old school versus new school. So when it comes to my son, I'm very big on allowing him to be expressive because that was something that I was very expressive, but expressive to my mom looked like attitude, looked like talking back, looked like anger, instead of just simply being expressive, saying what you don't like, saying what you don't want and what you do want or where you want to go. As a parent to my son, I'm very big on ensuring that I'm allowing him to be expressive.
So every day, how is Tura showing up as a superwoman?
Every day, I pretty much wear many different hats, and I'm in many different roles, whether it is a school social worker, whether it's the partner to my significant other, whether it is the daughter to my mother, and just showing up in different ways for everyone, and also just serving my purpose. Spiritually, I do feel like I am aligned with where God has me right now, and that's what keeps me going.
And what does it mean to even be a superwoman in today's climate?
So for me, I think being a superwoman is being yourself, being your true, authentic self, and knowing who you are. Because in today's society, there's a lot of influences, whether it's from social media, whether it's from celebrities and high status people. You just have to be reminded of who you are and what you stand for. So as far as being a superwoman, it's just being able to adapt to wherever you may be or whatever is going on, but still being true to yourself and not allowing others to change you.
Well, I'm honored to know the true you. And I know there's many people, especially millennials like us, that's going to watch this and say, wow, I never thought about how I was helping everybody externally, but not internally. And because of your story, they can be superwomen too. So thank you.
Thank you.